At the beginning of my weight loss journey, I made a ton of mistakes, which left me wondering what I was doing wrong. Why wasn't I losing weight fast enough? Why wasn't I losing enough weight? And I thought I would do a video going through those mistakes in hopes to help you guys out in case you're struggling through the same things that I did. I used to be 275 pounds. My husband Kyle, behind the camera, was 375 pounds. We have both lost 130 pounds, a whole person each. It was, an on and off struggle. And so let's get into the things that we learned that were preventing us from having a smooth weight loss journey. So, number one, focusing on numbers. This is something that we got caught up in so much. And by that I mean counting calories, tracking macros, weighing ourselves constantly, like several times a day or a few times a week, and wondering why the scale wasn't changing. Tracking calories, macros of any kind always threw us off. So we learned if we really wanted to lose weight and make this a lifestyle change instead of just a fad diet, we needed to portion our food out, because the counting and tracking, it really just set us up for failure. We would panic over not being able to meet the number, and then we would end up eating way too much.
And the calorie counting, macro counting for us in our type of personality is just way too restrictive.
Made us this crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we found portioning our food out by using measuring cups, measuring spoons, and food scales. It worked way better for us. The other thing with the weighing ourselves, we learned to do it once a week and to do it first thing in the morning, because sometimes we would end up weighing ourselves at the end of the night after we'd eaten a lot, and we would beat ourselves up at why the scale read so much heavier than the last time we weighed ourselves. And also we learned along the way that actually a way more accurate thing to do to measure our weight loss was to actually measure ourselves with measuring tape and write all the measurements down. The other thing that we learned was really good to see results: the mirror, our clothing, if it was getting loose, and before and after pictures. Those really helped us see, because sometimes your body is losing a ton of inches, but it doesn't actually register on the scale. So you feel defeated, but you don't realize you actually are changing and losing.
You're making progress, but sometimes that number on the scale doesn't reflect that. You could be bloated. You could like we were saying, like you could be putting on muscle. That your weight's going to go up. And if you rely, I just got to see a lower number on the scale, but you're working out a lot, you're going to be building muscle, and that might set you back. And we don't want to see you guys get discouraged by weighing yourself too much.
Exactly. So we got rid of numbers as much as we could, and that really helped. The second mistake that we made in the beginning was drinking our calories. So things like smoothies, meal replacements, having a ton of protein shakes.
Putting stuff in our coffee.
Yes, flavored coffee was a big one. Anything adding calories to liquids. We realized that any type of liquid we were taking in that was full of calories, because we didn't go through the chewing process and actually digest the food, we were not full or satisfied. We got hungry really fast. So we were taking in way more calories because the liquids weren't fulfilling what we needed. They weren't satisfying us or making us think we ate anything.
It's like a really bad contract. You get all the calories and you put on the weight.
Yeah, and it might taste good,
but it doesn't stay with you. It doesn't give you any energy. And also, if it's got sugar and stuff, you're going to crash. Your energy is going to really dip.
Exactly. And it may end up like it ended up giving us cravings because we weren't feeling like we were eating.
you're already going to be hungry when you start dieting. So
because you're in a deficit.
Yeah, so to take in calories through your liquid is just not the smartest thing to do.
It was, yeah, when we realized that, we stopped taking in calories through liquid, and we choose mostly food. Every once in a while, we'll have a protein shake if we can't get in enough protein, but majority of our diet, it's all actual food, not drinking our calories. Ting! Number 3, and not just us, but we often get this question a lot. What did you do for workouts when you first started losing weight? A lot of people fixate on exercise, as did we. We thought if we could just get our workouts, if we could just work really hard and, walk really far, burn a lot of calories, that would help us lose weight. We realized, yes, exercise does play a part in your weight loss, but the major thing is diet. So if you don't have your diet under control, it's not gonna be as effective. When your diet is key. When your diet is on point, you can do just a little bit of exercise and see a ton of results. In the beginning, we literally, guys, we could not bend down to tie our shoes. I couldn't walk up the stairs without being out of breath. Our walks, we had to pause every 2 to 3 minutes because of our health problems. So we weren't really working out very much in the beginning. What we were doing was eating a balanced diet, and we were portioning it all out.
This has been said many times before by a lot smarter people than us. You can't out-train a bad diet.
No.
No matter how hard you work, no matter how much you tell yourself, I'll work it off on the treadmill. It never happens, because you can eat 500, 1,000 calories in a minute, and that's going to take you like 8 hours to burn off.
Like after holidays in the magazines where they put, if you eat 2 candy canes, you need to walk on the treadmill for 45 minutes to burn it off. I used to take all that stuff in and read it all and go, okay, if I eat 2 candy canes, then I just do this, then I'll totally burn it off. That ended me up in vicious cycles that had me eating way too much, getting too overwhelmed, and just going, goodbye diet, you're done.
Yeah, and you know why for us that kind of ties back into the numbers, because it says, okay, if you eat this dessert on this holiday, go on the treadmill for 45 minutes.
And then you're fine.
Because it's still making people get obsessed with numbers. Time on the treadmill makes it work. It makes it forced. It's not enjoyable anymore.
Yeah, because then you're like, oh, I have to get every one of those minutes in or I won't burn it off.
And guess what?
Crazy in there when I did that.
Guess what human brains do when they're forced to do things? They don't carry through with them.
Exactly. So we focused on our diet first. We got the majority of our weight off, then we worried about exercise. We did walk every day as much as we could, and our stamina did build up as we started to lose inches and weight, but that was from our diet mostly. So the diet first, then the exercise. Number 4, it's a big one, and a lot of people don't realize it. You don't get enough water. In the beginning, I was drinking 7 full sugar Dr. Peppers a day. I had maybe half a bottle. That's it, half a bottle of water per week, guys. Like not even a day. I was not getting like any water at all. I was so dehydrated. So we made a point, we realized we would have to get at least the 8-ounce glasses of water that's recommended per day if we wanted to be successful in losing weight. And when we didn't get the water in, what happened was our body started sending us cues that we were hungry. So we were getting hunger cues, thinking I need to eat. Really, our body was saying, you're dehydrated, you need water. So it can actually, your body can trick you into thinking you need more food if you don't have enough water. Also, drinking enough water a day helped with our digestion, which means it keeps you regular. It also helps with bloating. It helps, if you take in any extra sodium or anything like that, it helps flush all the toxins and everything out. So getting in enough water was really, really important. And when we drank enough water, we were getting results really steadily.
This is why we want to be real with you guys, because we were some of the worst cases ever.
I hated water.
Yeah.
Like,
you couldn't even have paid us to drink water back in the day.
And now I drink like almost 5 liters a day.
So we admit these things on camera to the world to try to help you realize that even if you think you're the worst case, you're not.
7 Dr. Peppers and a full sugar orange juice a day and 2 sips of water. That was my day.
And we were overweight, but we were also malnourished because all we ate was junk.
Yeah, not really.
Fast food, junk, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Number 5. This is huge. We did this a couple of times through our journey and it really set us back. Taking away food groups. We see people talk about this and do this all the time and we go, oh no, because we did it. We went through it and we realized, like, I'll just tell you a quick story. When we were getting married, we had lost about 60 pounds or so and we were like, okay, we're getting married, we're gonna be in wedding clothes, we wanna look our best, we're gonna take away all treats. That was a really bad idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
I was like, oh, great idea. Let's do this. I'm going to get super lean and fit and lose all the rest of my weight. I ended up every night when Kyle wasn't looking, sneaking chocolate bars from the candy bar. We were having a candy bar for our wedding and we had it all in one room and I would keep sneaking in there and getting chocolate bar after chocolate bar because I took away treats. I was sneaking food. So it really set me up for failure.
We always get asked this question because it's popular right now. What's your opinion on keto? Mm-hmm. Our opinion is it works for some people. It does not work for us because it is restricting food groups.
And any time along the way that myself or Kyle restricted food groups, it was not pretty. I'll just say that. So balance worked. Allowing ourselves some of every food group and treats. We had treats a couple times a week. It really helped. Now we eat clean 6 days a week and we have 1 day a week where we allow ourselves a cheat day, treat day, whatever you want to call it.
And that takes many different forms. Sometimes it's a refeed. Sometimes we skip a week or two. Sometimes it's every week.
But it's a day where we allow ourselves to eat anything that we might have been craving or wanting
until we're satisfied.
Exactly. You know, whether that's 2 chips and put the bag away or whether it's the whole bag of chips. It's whatever we feel like on the day. Number 6 was skipping or not prepping our meals. We learned very quickly if we skipped a meal, it kind of gave us an excuse to like
overeat
later at night. So we'd be like, oh, I didn't eat breakfast, so I can eat double what I was going to eat in the morning or during the day or whatever.
We actually hear that from a lot of people that'll say, I'm not a breakfast person. Well, you're a nighttime person. You can eat fine at night, and they overdo it big time. We know that because we did it. And it may not have been a conscious decision, but we weren't breakfast people either because it gave us an excuse to eat all afternoon, all night, throughout the night.
You know what I did? I would purposely go, I'm not going to eat breakfast, but I'll eat this chocolate bar for breakfast. And then later at night, I would be like, well, I didn't eat breakfast. So now I can go and eat a ton of fast food, bags of chips. So really skipping meals really set us up for failure. And also, if we didn't have healthy snacks and treats and meals prepped and ready to go in the fridge and in the cupboards, if we were hungry, that was it. We were reaching for whatever we wanted and we were going to eat way more than one portion. So having pre-prepped, pre-measured snacks in the cupboard, snacks in the fridge, meals already ready to go in the freezer and in the fridge, that really helped because there was no excuse. You come home, you grab it, you eat what's in your container or in your bag, and then you're done.
Prepare for success. Going back to the skipping meals thing, what it also does with like physiologically with your body is it really slows down your metabolism.
Yeah, yes it does. Good point.
So if you're skipping meals, there is a, like me and Nicole said to each other for years, but we're just not hungry in the morning. Well, part of that, there is a reason where we were setting it up so we could eat all night, but part of it was our metabolism was completely slowed down because we didn't spread out our food during the day.
Exactly. So we had to retrain our body to get hunger cues again, to get the metabolism going so that it would tell us that we were hungry. Last one, and this is actually a big one, and I see a lot of people around me do it quite often. They'll make the commitment to eat healthy, but they don't measure their food. So I'll see people, for example, go, I'm eating healthy, just like you, Nicole. I got inspired by you. I got a big salad for lunch today. And then they'll sit down beside me and they'll have a big salad, yes, but they'll take a bottle of salad dressing and they will literally pour half the bottle on the salad. And, you know, I feel bad because I'm thinking, yeah, you're eating healthy. That's awesome. But the calories in the dressing, even though we don't track that amount, it's going to be counterproductive. You're not going to lose weight when you don't measure your food. Or, you know, people will be like, oh, I'm eating this healthy yogurt. For example, one person came to me and said, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm trying to eat healthy, so I brought this yogurt in. So they had one of those large tubs of full sugar fruit yogurt, and they were eating out of the tub. And they didn't measure, so they had no idea how much sugar and carbs they took in that amount. Yes, yogurt's healthy, but if we don't measure, the portions can get out of control, and then you might not be in a caloric deficit, which means you're not losing weight.
And be careful of media and marketing manipulation of you guys, because they promote a lot of foods as healthy, as energy, when they're not. Read your labels and portion your food.
Read the labels. The labels are actually super helpful because they give you the portion sizes on the back. That's exactly what we did. We bought all the foods we liked, we looked at the backs, and we portioned them out according to the servings on the back.
Yeah, even if you're not ready to go all in and buy fully, you know, clean, healthy food, just eat what you're eating now and portion it. Look at the back of the package and portion it.
That's exactly what we did in the beginning. We ate what we wanted, but we portioned it out. And that really makes a difference. Because if you're eating healthy, but you're not measuring it out, chances are your weight loss is going to be really slow.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize how many calories you're taking in. So that's it, dudes. I hope that this video really helps you guys, because you know, Kyle and I know what it's like to struggle, and we really wanted to make this video in hopes to help people who are struggling right now and let you know you're not alone. You never have to struggle alone, and there are tips out there. We're being real and honest with you guys. We made all these mistakes, and this video is how we fix them. So hopefully it can help you guys out.
We hit so many pitfalls over the years. We may not look old, well, Nicole does, but we may not look that old, but we've hit thousands and thousands of traps and pitfalls in dieting. And we want to kind of help you guys to not fall into those.
We really hope every time we make a video, it's in hopes that we can save you guys from making the same mistakes that we did, and to have a really, you know, smooth and fitness weight loss transition. So guys, check us out on Instagram, will you? At the Collets. We're doing question and answers in the story. We're showing you tips like this all the time. We're doing inspirational posts and these ones. You're seeing all kinds of cool stuff, groceries, meal prep. Get on there now.
All right.
And I know you're gonna be sad if you don't do this. Hit the bell for notifications so you get all our videos. If you missed these super cool videos, you're gonna cry. Don't want you to cry.
No.
Oh, hit the bell then. Then you'll be happy. And don't forget to like and subscribe, or what?
Or what?
Well, first of all, it's Halloween. It's Halloween, see? Halloween socks. So guess what you're getting?
Thanks for putting your foot on the table.
Anytime. I'm gonna show you. You're getting the weirdest looking Halloween kid costumes of doom.
Uh-oh.
I have carrots on my knees.
pretty accurate Transformer makeup there, eh? And we all know that rabbits have carrots sewed to their legs.
Well, they need snacks. Those are scary.
Yeah, they are.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Colette's out. Peace.
See ya. Oh, she disappeared. She's gone. Hello? All right, time for bed.